Hello, hello. Welcome to Soul Space Podcast with Lucy and Alacia. Lucy and
Hi
Alacia.
everyone.
Hi. Hello. This week we are going to focus on the power of thought. That is our topic for today, isn't it?
Amazing. Yeah, amazing. And we were just talking, weren't we? So this morning I've done something that I have never done before. I woke up super early at like 5 o'clock in the morning and went for a walk up a hill near me and watched the sunrise
Mm.
with two of my friends. I would never get up and go to the gym, by the way. I'm not that type of person. I love to like laze in, lay in bed, but sunrise, sunsets, then, that got me up today.
What made you go? Was it like what made you do that new
You
thing?
know what made me go? My friend was going, so I was meeting her there. So having that really, really helped. And also, I was just really excited. I love sunsets. I love sunrises. I know that that makes me feel really, really good when I see them and when I look at them. And I just thought, yeah, I'm going. I asked my friend if she fancied it. Then she really did. And then we asked other people and we ended up with three of us. And it was just magical. It really was magical. The sky was stunning, the colours, the beauty. It really, really was amazing. And I was back home by 7:30,
Mm.
feeling incredible, feeling so ready to like start the day.
Starting the day again, with that thought in your head of knowing, well, I love looking at the sky, I love looking at sunset. So that is going to make me feel better by going. And then you come back at 7:30 and you're feeling amazing, like
Feeling
buzzing
amazing. Got
with that.
all
Get
ready. We had a
ready for the
lovely
day.
morning.
Yeah.
So I think it's like choosing the things that we know makes us feel good is
Mm,
so important.
mm.
Choosing the things that make us feel good. And you heard something on the news today, didn't you, Liz? Tell us about that because
Well, it's the 1st of April, 2025. So spring is coming. It's like, you can feel the warmer weather, you can smell it in the air. It's just, and again, us kind of witchy girls, this is the start of the year, really. This is the start, of the spiritual year. It's everything's coming into its own, everything's growing. And so instead of it being that January point of kind of the, societal start of the year, this for us, isn't it? It's like you can just feel it inside. If you
yeah.
tune in, you can just feel it. Um, and I'm getting all excited about like spring and being out in the garden and what we're going to do this summer. Like this has been brewing for the few weeks, and then on the radio, I heard it last night and I heard it this morning. Them go, it's going to be awful April. Everyone's calling it awful April because house prices are going up, bills are going up, water's going up, phone bills going up, car bills going up. Literally, like I was like, wow. And I just like I think because of that we don't listen to the news, do we? We
No.
don't watch the
No.
news. So many people say it's just yeah, it's when you kind of step into that path of being more conscious of what you're listening to and what you're because everything that you listen to throughout the day, radios, even if it's just in the background, news, whatever's fed into you is the kind of
Music.
yeah, music, what you watch, like it's yeah, because the mind is so powerful, it's that you kind of cling on to it and go, oh, is that how it is then? Like, so I was just like, mortified, like people in their cars going off to work, like instead of being like, oh, it's beginning of spring, what are we going to do this summer? What are we going to do with our family? Oh, I might get in the garden of the weekend. So instead, they're trying to get into you to be scared and to be fearful of bills going up and fearful of things and lack, 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 lack. They're
Mm.
trying to mess with your thoughts. So we'd already said that we was going to talk about thoughts today, and then we both just yeah, it was like,
Yeah, it's so important, isn't it? Like, so I shared something on my page the other day, and neuroscientists have actually proven that watching the news is really bad for your mental health.
wow,
So it's now science has proven to switch off the news. So,
wow.
I haven't watched the news probably for 4 years, and as a highly sensitive person, if you're a highly sensitive person or you've got highly sensitive children, this is really important that you do not have the news on, because it's one perspective. The news is one perspective. And I'm not saying you don't have to know what's going on in the world. You can still know what is going on without having that constantly churning into your mind, body, and soul, because it is depressing and it will bring you down and it will change your
Like
thoughts.
condition your thoughts to think negative things first thing in the morning. And it's
Exactly.
that, you know, if that's what you just switch on as soon as you get up and you're, you know, that is what you're watching, that is what you will think. And you think, oh, everything's crap.
Yeah.
Everything's like
Yeah. And and
depressing. I'm so
and
depressed.
what happens is, so thoughts, when you have thoughts, that creates a feeling. That creates an emotion and a feeling within your body. So when we have happy thoughts, we feel good, we feel uplifted, we feel joyful, we feel happy, we feel all of those positive feelings. When we think negative thoughts, oh my God, the world and bills and money and oh, everything is doom and gloom, we feel and we have negative feeling emotions, fear, lack, depression, anxiety. Thoughts create feelings and emotions within our bodies. That is what is happening. So if you are feeling crap, if you're feeling rubbish, it's because your thoughts are negative. You are having negative thoughts. And our environment really impacts that. Our environment really impacts that. So me and Lucy, I could have been on that sunshine walk, that sunset walk, and come back and switch the news on. I was high vibration. I was up there. I was on like high flying disc, as Esther would say, Esther and Abraham Hicks, who we both love. Check them out. I was on a high flying disc, and if I would have come back and watched the news, boom.
It just brings you down, like just for a minute. So again, you're out there this morning. You've just got up. You're out there watching the sun. What feelings are you feeling?
Oh, joy, elation, like probably right at the top. My soul was singing. My soul was singing.
I
It's
think joy is a
like
big one, like, and maybe freedom, like
freedom. Yeah.
you're alive, you're feeling all those emotions. And you know, definitely we should do, like, we'll do one of these videos on the emotional guidance scale,
Yes.
because that is huge in vibrational work
Yeah.
and like soulful work. The emotions that you feel all have their own frequency. So if you're up here with joy and freedom and love, because it is free, like you're out there in the air, in, even though, you know, put coat on, it's not, you're out there in the air. And it's because that was what your soul likes to do, and you listened, you're up here. And it's like, then you walk back into your home, you've got to get your little boy ready for school, and then you're joyful, you're feeling joy, you're feeling happy. And then you could, you know, a different morning could have been, you get up, you scroll through your phone, you're, oh, you know, you're looking for your emails or to-do list. It's like, so instantly you're kind of like, oh, maybe I've not done enough this day, or oh, I've got to do this. And you're all kind of trying to chase your thoughts. So it's always been really like important to me to have that morning time. I get up at 5 so I can have an hour before, like, just myself, to sort out my vibration, to just get in tune and just read or just look at the sky, sit outside, have a coffee. And actually, as you were speaking, I was thinking, oh, actually, like, I could get the kids up and just
Yeah.
like
Arlo
take
said he
them to the
wants to do
park.
it.
Like,
Do you know
yeah,
what? We said the kids would love this. We're going to do it. What an
like,
adventure.
why not? Like an adventure before school, why not?
Yeah, what an
Like,
adventure. I mean, it's great to do things without your kids as well, but
of course, yeah.
also, doing those things. And what you were saying then is perfect. Now, everybody's different. We're not saying you have to get up at 5 a.m.
No.
Okay. We're not saying I don't get up at 5 a.m. every day, right? I love my bed. I love a lie-in. I don't get up at 5 a.m. every day. I'm not like you, Lucy. But as soon as I get up, I feel into gratitude. I don't open my eyes until I am in that high vibrational state, because when we go to sleep, we always reset. So
Mm.
sleep always resets us. Okay. So if you're ever having a really rubbish day, go to sleep, take a nap, because it resets
Mm.
your vibrational set point,
Mm.
how you're feeling. So when you wake up in the morning, you are already there. And if you can catch your thoughts before they gather momentum, if you can catch them in that positive, oh my goodness. So I do like, oh, my bed is so comfy, it's so warm. Oh, I can hear the birds singing. Oh, today's going to be a good day. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm in a home. I'm so grateful that I've got a beautiful family. I'm so grateful. I find those easy thoughts
You
that,
are choosing those thoughts, and I think
yes,
that's the point of, like self-growth and kind of all of the path, the soulful path, that you always still every day have a choice. And it's not to say that you never have thoughts that are unhelpful, because you will, but you are choosing over everything to look at your thoughts and go, is this helpful? Like, is this helping me? And choosing happy, just choosing those better thoughts, they will make you feel better. Like, no one is given this kind of, this magic wand of, right, bomb, like you're now magically positive and that's it. You do have to every day, I feel, choose your thoughts, choose your happiness. I was doing it in the shower this morning. I was in the shower, like, I was thinking I've got to do the bins, and I was like, at first it was like, oh, another job, I've got to do the bins. And
bloody
then I was like,
bin.
right, do I get dressed before or do I get dressed after? Trying to get bin juice on me. But then I was like, I'm really grateful that they're going to take my rubbish. I was like, I'm really grateful actually that they're going to take my rubbish for free. Well, not for free, but they're going to take my rubbish.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting it out the gate. They're going to take it. And then I was like, I've got a car to drive my kids to school. I'm in a hot shower. I get to have breakfast. I get to enjoy talking to my friends. Like, and honestly, the difference in your morning, your day, when you start and choose those better thoughts. So I think that's the,
Incredible. And
yeah,
and you know where it all starts with awareness.
yes,
Awareness, because
yeah.
most people are totally unconscious to their thoughts. We
Mm.
get thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts a day, thousands. So we're not going to be conscious of every single one of them, but being conscious when those unhelpful, negative thoughts come in and going, ooh, you sneaky, because they can be very sneaky.
Mm.
They can be sneaky. What mine do is they come as like, oh, you worrying about this makes you a good daughter. You worrying about this makes you a good mom. You worrying about this makes you a good wife. Okay. Worrying makes you a good, that's how mine disguise it.
Mm.
That's how it kind of sneaks in. And
Mm.
that is nonsense. That's nonsense. And I was doing this actually with one of my one-to-ones this week about worry and the energy of worry. We were talking about vibrations. The energy of worry is right down at the bottom. It's a
Mm.
really low vibrational energy. So when we talk about vibrations, every single emotion has a vibration that you can measure. And it's either a high vibrational measurement or a low vibrational measurement. The low vibrational measurements feel rubbish in our bodies. The high vibrational uh, measurements feel really good in our bodies. So that's how we know if we're on track. We either feel good or we feel
And
crap.
that is the core of it.
That's it.
Like, you're feeling good or you're not feeling good. So the first thing that we've come to practice is that if you're not feeling good, what is going on in your head? Like, what are the thoughts that you're having? Is it, I have not done enough? Is it, I'm too overwhelmed? I'm not feeling great. My body's hurting. So that's the first thing I kind of check into. Like, if I'm not feeling good, I'm like, right, what's going on?
Yeah.
And sometimes my thoughts have already kind of caught up and gathered a few. They've already gathered, like, oh yeah, you should be doing this, or oh yeah, you should be doing that.
Because like attracts like.
It's like attracts
So,
like.
so our thoughts gather momentum, and they can gather momentum positively or negatively. Yeah,
So
go.
the sooner that we notice that I'm not feeling good, it's like, right, can I put my finger on why? Again, you shouldn't get too caught up with why. It's more of a what's going on for me kind of thing, and then doing something to feel better. But as soon as I check in with what my head's saying, it's usually just negative. So I'm like, right, hang on, girl. Like, what are we doing here? And it's like what's in my book, really, isn't it? Like, it's those two choices of
Yeah.
words. Like, words are, I think I didn't repeat that verse on the last thing, but like, words are so powerful, and thoughts are just, so again, like in relation to the kind of frequencies of it, if you've got good thoughts in your head, you're going to have those good frequencies in your body, and
Which then vibrate out.
which
So this
vibrate
this
out,
this frequency isn't just
comes
our,
out.
like, this is not just our frequency. The
No,
frequency vibrates out into the world, out into our family, out into our friends. You
even uh, in our own body, it's the damage that you don't think of is holding all of those negative emotions. And I think I'm thinking of, like, I've got my Reiki head on, thinking that there's so many illnesses and things that come from, blockages in your body, because there's like emotions that you're holding there. So because you're thinking something, then it becomes a feeling, like you say. And then if you're holding that feeling like it's true, and if you don't get rid of it and diminish it into a better thought, it will stay there, and it's so damaging. But
it
that's what I think
really
we're
is.
trying to do in the world, is it? Just that in our bit of, what we're trying to create, what we do, it's trying to, especially with children, encourage them to know that just how important the thoughts are, the
Yeah, and
power
feeling
of your
good.
thoughts.
And feeling good. Like
Good, yeah.
feeling good is the most important thing, because
It's the bottom line.
like what you were saying then, it's also been proven, like scientifically, that stress causes diseases. This
Mm.
is science,
Mm.
right? This isn't woo-woo. This stress causes diseases. Yeah, there's been loads of studies that prove that. So because what happens is when our body is stressed, it releases cortisol. Cortisol is really, really dangerous for the body, and it can cause diseases. So you having a handle on, and you knowing what makes you feel good, is so important, because we're not taught this stuff. We're
Mm.
not taught this stuff at school, and this is why we're so passionate about it. We're
Mm.
so passionate about teaching, young, the next generation on this is it. This is the most
Showing them,
important
like, this is
lesson.
the most important lessons.
It
Like,
is the most important lesson,
it's,
because
if you've got, loads of grades, and if you've not got your mind, if you have not got good feelings, if you are not happy, like, that is what these children should strive to do, be happy. And that is the crux of it. I just think it's the core, isn't it, of just
it really is. It
giving
really is. Can we go
yourself
back
to be
to
happy.
gratitude?
Yeah,
Because I
go
was
on.
thinking about this before. Like, you were saying it's not a magic wand, but actually, gratitude is like magic.
Mm.
Okay. So we talk about magic a lot, me and Lucy. We talk about magic. And what we mean by magic is things that you can't necessarily see. Okay. And you can't see gravity, we know it's there. We can't see vibrations, we know it's there. Like, well, I know, definitely as a highly sensitive person, as a highly sensitive, I can meet somebody and feel their vibration straight away.
Mm.
I either connect with them or don't.
Mm.
Okay, straight away, you can feel it. Can you do
Oh,
that?
100%.
Yeah,
Like, it's that someone walks into a
yeah.
room and their energy is so a certain way that it's like, oh, what do they want? Or,
Yeah.
or the other way, like, oh, they look fun.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, because they're giving off the vibration like we talked about before. They are emitting a vibration.
yeah.
So gratitude is so magical because it lifts you up through the emotional guidance scale. You can be right at the bottom and it shoots you up straight away, emitting that amazing vibration. And it gets you into a place of that high vibrational state. And also, what's been proven is when you are kind to someone, when you are in gratitude, when you are doing those nice things, it not only impacts the person who you are being kind to or saying how grateful you are and all of that, but it affects everybody in the room.
Mm.
It impacts, it lifts
it vibrates
everybody
out. I
in
love
the
what you
room.
said there. I loved what you said. Again, you can't see gravity. You can't see, you know, Reiki. You can't see that. You can't see gravity. Yeah, but you know it's there. You can't see those things. And actually, you're right. It's very similar to kind of what Magic Molly would say. It's the magic that you can't see, but you can feel it. And then what I do with the kids is like I've got this watering can, and like, I kind of show them that what's in the can, and they're like, "Oh, there's nothing in there." But there will always be one kid, like, or a few of them, we're like, "There's magic in there," and I'm like, "Yes, there's magic in the can." So then I'll sprinkle their heads, and we say affirmations as I'll do it, and it's like, "I am amazing, I am wonderful, I am brave, I am strong." And you can just see their faces light up from those words because the words are kind, because they're lovely, they're feeling good words. You can see the magic. And I was like, who felt the magic? And yeah,
It all comes back to, doesn't it, self-love?
yeah,
It really does.
yeah.
That is actually because without self-love, you can't have positive thoughts.
No,
And without positive thoughts, you can't feel good. And
no,
without feeling good, you can't emit the vibration. So actually, take it right back.
right
It
back.
comes back to
I think before
self-love.
all of the manifesting your dream life, I feel like before anything of like, yeah, let's bring this in. It's all the way, the ore is self-love,
Yeah,
feeling good. And
absolutely.
yeah, it's, as you say, it's, you know, gratitude. I think we spoke briefly about it last time, how hard I found it before I did all of this to be like, oh, I'm really good at that, or saying nice things about myself. I really struggled about it before. And it's like just those little things, like today, me in the shower saying like, I've got hot water. Like, it's like you wake up and like the boiler's not on. And then,
Yeah.
oh my
Breathe.
God, like,
Yeah.
you're not grateful for it then. But it's like,
No.
so those, yeah, it is like a magic wand, gratitude.
Yeah.
It is.
So I think if you haven't got self-love, that is where you need to start. That is where you need to start.
Yeah,
Never mind, positive thoughts and all the rest of it. It's going back to
yeah.
how do I feel about myself? Do I love myself?
Mm.
And I'm not talking about, we all have days where we're like, oh God, feeling a bit this or feeling a bit that. I'm not talking about that because nobody I know is positive all the time. And we're not talking about that. We're not talking about toxic positivity. We encourage you to
No.
feel all the feelings, cry it out, scream it out, feel all the feelings. But if you at your core can't feel the true essence of who you truly are, because you are magnificent. Every single human on this planet is magnificent as a soul, as a soul. Now, we have lots of things that impact that, disconnection, environment, things like that. But at your soul level, you are magnificent. You really, really are.
Yeah.
And if you can't feel that about yourself, if you can't feel what are you good at, what are your strengths, what do you do well, can you bring to the world,
That's making me feel like, so what you just said, I feel like I've got like a visualization of, again, everyone's got that soul in there that is certain personalities, certain talents, certain, purposes, or just who you are. Like, who you are is always enough. And the reason that we feel the disconnect is because if you aren't agreeing with what your soul thinks, like your soul knows that you are gold. Your soul knows you are gold.
Amazing.
And if you are not saying that, you will feel off balance. You will feel out of alignment because, you know, going a little bit into kind of what we say about the universe and things like that. So again, so this is your soul. Around you is is the universe and your angels and your guides and things like that. They always will be your biggest cheerleader. The universe will always think that you're amazing and you're perfect. And that is the reason, if you are not being kind to yourself, that they're like, come on, like, what you're doing. They'll try to make you feel bad so that you change how you talk about yourself. That is the point of it. So we should never suppress our feelings, never suppress how you're feeling, because it's trying to tell you something. It's
the best guidance system that we have.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very often not encouraged to listen to.
Yeah, we have
Which
the
is like
best
mad.
guidance system built in with our emotions and our feelings. And if you are a deep feeler, if you feel things deeply, if you deeply care and deeply love and deeply hate and deeply trust and deeply get angry and deeply get sad, if you feel things deeply, congratulations, well done. You have an amazing guidance system. Your guidance system is like on point. And that's why so many of the kids now that are coming in, so many of the kids have the most amazing guidance system. They have an amazing guidance system. However, you do need to learn how to manage it. You do, because when it feels bad, it feels really, really bad. But that's just showing you, your guidance system is showing you you're not thinking the thoughts that is in alignment to who you truly are.
Who you are. And
So I describe it as like off track. So you're on the train, you're going down the right track, feeling good, train, boop, boop, feeling good, get on the train. And then, like, you have a thought, like, it's a rubbish thought, you know, like, oh, you know, you've not done enough today, and da da da, off track.
yeah,
You start to feel rubbish. Now, if you carry on down that track, you're going to feel worse and worse.
you're gaining momentum. So it's that
Gaining momentum, going faster.
yeah.
But you can, with gratitude, with distraction, you can distract yourself out of it, with doing something that feels good, get yourself back on the track again.
But that is the power of your thought, isn't it, as well? Which I think many people, adults, don't understand that you do have control over your thoughts. And I think that's just very important.
It's so
Lots of
important.
people don't think that they have control over them, and they're like, all of these thoughts are coming in, I can't control them, I can't control them. And then you feel out of control and you feel upset and in a frenzy because you can't control them. But it's like you can, with practices, with, again, distractions, amazing, but it's
Meditation. Let's talk about some practices now that we use, okay? Because we don't just, this has been a lot of work, okay? Me and Lucy have worked hard for years to get to this point, okay?
Years, like
Recovery, years of it. And it's part of my life now, and it's part of Lucy's life. So the things that really help me are journaling. So journaling out my thoughts, journaling out my feelings, asking for guidance. So asking for guidance from God, angels, universe, whatever you believe in, you know, ask for guidance. We're not alone. We are not alone. Meditation, like guided meditations, I find just quietening the mind really, really difficult because I'm an expert thinker. I've got a lot of thoughts going through my mind. So meditation really works for me. Getting out in nature really works for me. Being around water, hugging my children. I've just given myself an extra child.
I'm thinking that. I'm like, oh, gone up. Your children, like, yes, your children.
Hugging my family, hugging my, you know, my people, hugs and things like that. What works for you, Luce? What?
Yeah, that's what I was really enjoying listening to that, actually. Like, it's important to know that there's not a checklist for everybody to say. You can go try this, try that, like try it, Like, have an
Mhm.
open mind about trying it if you've never done it before. But not everyone is the same for a start. Like,
No.
everyone's different, and some things will work for some and not for others. And so, again, like you said, for me getting up early in the morning, that really helps me. So whatever I choose to do in that hour, I make it about me, so that then for the rest of the day, I've actually given myself self-love for an hour
Can
before
I
I
just
start.
give a little bit of context there, Luce, because you are a single mom. You're
Mm,
a single mom with two beautiful boys. So your time is, you have less time for
mm.
yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like if I don't get that time in the morning,
Yeah.
it's like my day doesn't end till, maybe 9:30,
Mm.
10, and I'm singularly here, kind of not getting that time. So for me, it just is like that's my self-love hour. um Journaling really helps for me, and I'm gonna, you know journaling doesn't, at first I was like, oh, I don't want to write down what's in my head, because like someone might read it and they'll think I'm like mental, like, but it's
We are a bit mental, love.
we are a bit mental,
We
to be
are
fair.
mental.
Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend reading it
Yeah.
for a start. But it's important to know that no one is going to see this.
No.
It doesn't matter. Because again, I think for me, it was, I had trouble speaking my truth. I always had trouble speaking my truth. And
Can I just say there, if
so,
you struggled with tonsillitis, throat infections, um, anything to do with the throat when you were younger, that is about speaking and
mm,
about having your voice heard and about trust. Trust in your voice can be heard. Because a lot of us were told, be quiet, you're a bit much. A lot of us
mm.
were told this, and we quietened
Yeah, I'm
down.
literally getting goosebumps all over me as you were talking about that, all over me, just like all over my body, because it's, yeah. So journaling for me was quite hard to attempt at first, because it was like, is it safe to speak? Is it safe for me to talk? Like, is it okay? Which sounds really weird, it's like, but yeah, no one's going to see it, but it really, really does help, because again, you know would have a tendency to have a lot of thoughts, and it's you don't want to keep them in there, because it just overwhelms your brain.
And
And
it takes its power away.
yeah, it's
Like
busy.
intrusive thoughts, like everyone gets them. I work with so many kids and they're like, daren't say like the weird stuff that comes in their head. I'm like, say it. I get them. Like weird,
Yeah.
weird.
But normalizing to children as well,
Yeah,
normalizing not just children, but because we work
yeah.
with children, that where, to young people, to women, normalizing this, like saying, I have weird thoughts as well, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like, so children don't kind of think, oh my God, what's happening? I'm going crazy. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
must be mental. Like, it's yeah, I've completely diverted from what my things help me. So yeah, journaling really helps me. As you can see, talk a lot and need to get lots of calls out. So
Oh, and getting up early and
get up early.
yeah,
Nature again for me is
nature.
massive.
What you were
It's
saying
massive.
before, that really resonated. It's you've got to know what works for you.
Yeah,
But without trying the stuff, you won't know what works for
yeah.
you. Like,
You could journal, and or like voice note. Like, you could like voice note and then delete it if you wanted to do that. If that
yeah,
worked. Or
I've got a voice
like
recorder.
talking to yourself. Like, there's so
Mm,
many different things. And
mm.
it's like, if you are not feeling good, like, you were put on this earth to live, like, not just to survive, like,
To
you're
live a happy life, not
happy
just
life.
live,
No,
you
yeah, you're right.
say, live happy.
Live happy. Be happy.
Be happy and live happy. That is why
So
we
if
are
you're
here.
not, it's like, I think we're so like relentless, aren't we? We're like,
Yeah,
me and you.
yeah,
Like, we're so like relentless of like, no, I ain't having it. I ain't
yeah.
feeling bad. I'm not having it. Or like, if something occurs, like a situation occurs in your life, it's like, no,
Because
it's
we've
not.
had bad shit,
Yeah,
right?
there's been
We
stuff going
have
on, and
had
it's like,
some bad stuff happen
yeah,
in our lives. Don't think that we've had it perfect, right?
no,
Because we really haven't. It's not about having a perfect environment. It's not about having the perfect because no, life is like this, okay? You're going to go through a roller coaster, people are going to die, you know, bad things are going to happen, and you can still choose to be happy regardless.
Like, this is the point, and that again, I've got just goosebumps all over. It's, it would, people can say, oh, it's all right for you, or, blah blah blah. It's like you put the work in to live this way, like to live happy, and that is the core of, I think, what we're trying to do here.
It
It's just
absolutely is.
tell people that you don't need to be. There is another way. You
There
don't
is
need
another way, but also
that.
don't beat yourself up if you do feel like rubbish, because
No.
we are in a world that is not designed for us to be happy. So don't feel like, oh my God, why am I feeling so bad? I'm feeling crazy. The bills, the news, the all of it,
Worry.
the worry,
Yeah,
we get it. We get it. It's not, the constant buy this and get this and da da da. It's
yeah.
distracting and it's crazy but when you just can move it all away and see what is truly important,
Mm,
which is your happiness,
mm,
okay? Because your happiness impacts on everybody else.
mm.
We're not people pleasing. We're trying to make them happy and trying to make them happy and trying to make them happy and trying to make that is not going to work. That's going to leave you burnt out. It's going to leave you exhausted. It's going to leave you overwhelmed.
Mm.
It's got to be about what makes me happy.
Again, I don't know. I keep getting these visualizations of
I
when
love
you.
it. I love
I'm
it.
like visualizing something.
Yeah.
um, so I was thinking, because you were saying about, you've got a like self love. I think often when it's not practiced, or it's alien to you and you've not done it before, it's I had a visualization of kind of, like a spider chart of like putting yourself in the middle and being like, what do I like? And when I first started this journey, I remember doing this on like Microsoft Word, like just I just would write down like watching Disney, or
Yeah.
laughing with the kids,
Yeah.
like going eating alone, because I think the kids were little at that point, so it was like eating alone undisturbed.
Yeah.
Like I literally started with just a few things of what I like to do, and then it just expands to like, oh, that feels really good, oh yeah, that's good, I'm going to do that. And so I think that it's a, yeah, starting with like, what do you actually like doing, like what
Yeah.
makes you feel good and what makes you feel more calm. Like exercise is great, like that makes me feel calm, or it could really work for other people, or running, or like any
Dancing for me.
dancing, like horse riding, like whatever is your thing. Don't let it go. Like,
No, don't let it go. And I was again working with someone one-to-one the other day, and you know, she was like, "But I feel guilty. I feel guilty for going out for a walk." I'm
yeah,
like, "Why? Why do you feel guilty?" And it's because that we are taught as children, especially as women, we give and we give and we give and we put everybody first, and that's being a good daughter, that's being a good mom, that's being a good, we are taught that we should be givers, give, 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 give until there's nothing left.
mm,
And actually we need to give to ourselves.
mm.
So the guilt has got to
Because
go.
as well, like when you get rid of the guilt, I think a good way to get rid of the guilt is like how good you feel after doing something that you love to do.
Yeah.
So you this morning, going out for that walk, because it made you feel so good, you then come back, like that makes you feel really
Yeah.
good.
And
So
so I come back and I had a lovely chat with my husband,
yeah,
and
and
I
you're in a
said,
nice mood to take your son to
really
school.
nice mood.
Yeah,
Me and Arlo had a great conversation at the breakfast table. We went to school really nicely. We weren't late, which is like lateness for me, but we'll do a whole other one on time. Um, but it just has impacted everyone.
yeah,
I had a great, one-to-one this morning with somebody,
yeah.
because I put me first. I
You
listen to my
you listen to what you
intuition.
need. Yeah,
I listen to my intuition, and your intuition is a soft voice. isn't it? It's not a loud voice. It's not like
Yes.
anxiety.
Yeah.
It's soft and it's gentle, and it will be like, oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
If you
again, I had this vision then
go
again.
on, love it, go on.
So the anxiety was like hair crazy out here, like just like
Yeah.
just chaotic, like, oh, this might happen. Oh, I'm really scared. Oh no. Like that's anxiety in my head. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
panic.
Panic.
You know,
Yeah.
that kind of, and yeah, just image of like a crazy
And
person.
it's fast. Anxiety is fast. Do this, do that.
Yeah,
Go fast.
yeah.
Get it
Then
faster.
I've got this image of like, like Tafiti from Moana.
Yeah.
That is like the intuition. That's how I felt. The intuition,
Oh, I just got goosebumps all over. Oh, by the way, we call goosebumps truth bumps.
truth bumps. Got
So
me truth
when
bumps.
you are hitting it on
You're
point,
right.
when
Yeah.
you're right, when you're thinking something perfect, when you're on it, when you're connected, when you're tuned in, tapped in, turned
Turned
on,
on.
as you would say, and you get goosebumps, that is truth. That is truth. That is the truth.
That's the universe going, yes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
Amazing. Go on, just explain it.
Yeah. So like anxiety is quite heady. I feel like it's like this, crazy, manic, chaotic thing. And then, but yeah, like the image is like Moana, Tafiti's the island when they're like,
Yeah.
just peaceful. But it's like intuition is in your gut, and it's a very strong feeling, but it's very gentle.
Yeah.
It's that strong niggle, like I can't let this go. I
Nudge, nudge,
can't
nudge,
let this
nudge,
go.
nudge. Yeah.
I just, like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, like that's
Yeah. Listen to
so.
it.
But
Listen
when you
to it.
listen to it, it's just so harmonious.
It's just the doors just open. Like
Doors
life just
open,
becomes so much
just
easier when
peaceful,
you
and,
go
and
with
your
the
mind,
flow.
like your mind, just goes, oh, it just goes, oh,
Yeah. Because
like
life, I think we've also done so much work, haven't we? Because we were like busy, busy, hustle, hustle, go, 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 do this and boss and do this and hustle this and hustle. No, no, thank
no.
you.
I think that's definitely a topic like for another day
Yes.
where we'll be like, we'll just share, I think, of how different things have, you know,
Yeah.
how different we are on those
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
because I think once you start to feel that intuition of like, oh my god, this is my dream, you could then be like, right, yeah, boss babe, blah, 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 like, let's go. But then that's because I think we are we're spiritual, and we're more in tune with our emotions. It doesn't really fit, like, those things don't fit. So we're like, nope, I am soul led now.
Yes.
This is what I am.
And
I can't
dropping
give it longer.
down can be so hard because I'm telling you, as highly sensitive women, which me and Lucy both are, and we have a lot of thoughts, like our minds are busy. We've had to work so hard at this, so hard. We have busy, expert thinking minds. So if you suffer with anxiety, it means you are an expert thinker, but you are thinking negatively and the momentum has built. But that is amazing because it means you can go the other way. You can be expert manifestors. You can be expert drawing things into your life. You can be experts in happiness because you've got it there. You've got the thoughts. You've got it. If you can train them to be positive and train them to look for the beauty and look for the glimmers, like you should hear me and Lucy when we talk.
Oh,
Anyone would think we were high. We were
brilliant.
high on drugs.
Actually, energetically high. Always energetically high.
Because we're like, oh my God, we're amazing. Aren't we amazing? We are amazing. And like,
But
look
then
at
you think like,
wow.
yeah, we bounce off each other and go, yeah, what about this? And you put the feelers out to the universe, and it's like you you kind of you're listening to yourself, like you're listening to your soul as to what feels good and what feels nice, and then chasing it and just going like, yes please, more of this, more of this. And yeah, we've manifested some amazing things in our life. But
Incredible.
only, I feel, from the point of the start is definitely like focus of the thoughts. Like thoughts is
Focus is so important.
focus, yeah.
Lucy, focus, that word is so important.
But I got that as you were saying that last bit, like
Yeah.
about the, the mind. It's focusing, it's knowing you have the power over your thoughts and focusing on the good feeling thoughts. They are huge things to say. Like those two things, if you did those things, right, for like 2 days, I you would not go back to like like ignoring it. It would just be like, wow, that actually felt really good. Like if today, I don't know, it's often people say that, oh, just for today, like kind of think these
So
way.
simple, but it's not easy.
No, that's it, yeah.
It's
And
not easy because if you're in a habit of thinking negatively, you could be addicted to those thoughts because
yeah. And it's a
you know,
habit. It's a
it's a
way of
habit, it's hard to break. And if they've gathered a lot of momentum for a long time, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy to break it, but you can.
it's possible.
It is
Not easy,
possible.
but it's possible.
It is possible. And it is probable if you can A, have awareness, B, like self-love, 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 and have think positive thoughts.
Mm.
It's honestly what we teach is not like it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple, but so life-changing. It has changed
So,
our
yeah,
lives for the
so
better
much.
so incredibly. And we just need to share this with everyone, don't we, Lucy?
100%.
We feel so passionately about it because we know that there's people out there who are struggling.
Yeah. Because we was those people.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we were them people. And I I genuinely feel like my life, majority of the time, is just magic because there's so much to be grateful for. I look for the magical things. I I live as much as I can in alignment with what is important to me
what feels good?
and what feels good.
What feels good to
And
you?
not been like not really caring other
No.
people's feelings.
So that isn't that, yeah.
That was a big
So,
thing to let
so
go,
there's
which again
quite a
like
lot
that.
of things to get out of the way, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
the guilt, there's the caring what other people think,
Mm.
there's the lack of self-love. Like there's some clearing to do. There's
Mm.
some clearing to do before you can really feel that
Yeah.
true connection with source. But when you feel it, honestly, it's like it's
Oh, I do also feel like you can, I bet there is things in your life that connect you straight away to source. Like
yeah,
source is always like the source energy that we're talking about is the energy of the earth, is when people talk about universe stuff,
God,
that is and
yeah.
God, that is source energy. And source energy is like this gold healing amazing energy that connects with your soul. So if you then are in alignment with that, again, it just like doors open, magic happens. It's amazing. But I do think that there's things that again, if someone finds joy in horse riding, no, I do. I do not like horses, but but if someone
Horse
finds joy in
riding.
that,
You keep
and then
saying
they're
horse
like,
riding. You must be connected to someone with who's likes horse riding.
I am actually. To be fair, that might be something in that. Yeah,
Yeah, you keep
yeah,
saying that.
yeah.
One of the girls who I work with absolutely loves doing silks. Okay. And she lives her best life. She is in on top vibration when she does silks. So silks are like hanging from the ceiling. Have you seen them? And you
Oh,
like twist up in them and then you drop down.
yeah,
She showed me videos and oh, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. I mean, she's a young girl. She's 15, but she
yeah.
does this and that is her thing. That is her
But
thing.
that's her thing. So yeah, I think there are elements that you can connect with straight away. Like, so don't think that you can only feel good once you've cleared everything, but you can feel good by doing these little things that you enjoy to start, and
And
then
gratitude.
when you start to clear things, it's like, oh my god, this is great. Turn
We
like
will help you as you stay with us.
yeah,
Like we will help you to clear those things, but just start to have more awareness.
yeah,
Write down some of the thoughts that come in that are unhelpful.
yeah,
Write them down because when you have awareness of them, it takes their power away. Those cheeky, like I call them like thought gremlins with the kids. We talk about them as little thought gremlins or thought demons. And it's good because it gives them that it's not them. They are not their thoughts. They're not their ugly thoughts. It's a thought demon or thought gremlin that's coming.
Oh, okay. It's a bit of a disconnect, really, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're not connected to those thoughts. And that's why you feel so bad.
So that's why I've just got that if you're identifying as those gremlins, so that little gremlin's going, oh, you're not doing this right. Oh, you're not very good. Oh,
you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid.
You're ugly, you're fat. So if your gremlin's saying that and you are identifying with your gremlin and going, oh, I must be fat then. Oh, I must be really ugly. Oh, I must be not good enough. Like you're identifying as that, telling your whole body that that's what you're going to feel like. So it's like that's a really good like thing you just said. I think disconnecting it. Like it's
I can see a book in this. It's a book.
Yeah, there's a thought. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's not get off track.
Go on to that. But yeah, that that disconnecting from the thought, going like, oh, I'm not going to take that on. I don't accept you. Like,
no, you're a thought gremlin. You're a thought demon. You are not my thoughts. You are not me.
I am soul. I am source energy. That's who I am.
Go away. Thank you very much. And it takes power, and the gremlin gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And the more you do it,
because you're giving the power to you. So what cup do you want to fill up, hun? Like what cup? Like what gremlin are you going to feed? Like the really kind, lovely one that's like, oh, you look so pretty today. Oh, you look so lovely. Yeah. Or the other one that's going like, what are you wearing?
Oh God.
Right. So what should we wrap up our session on?
Yeah. I think that's it.
That was quite good, that ending.
I think that's it. I think that we've said it all, you know. I feel like the main kind of points of our of what we were saying are self-love, you know, absolutely self-love first, you first, you first, you first. You know, thoughts create your feelings and emotions. So have awareness of your thoughts and then think as many happy, positive thoughts as you possibly can. Tune into your emotions because they're your guidance system. So tune into them. Know how you're feeling. People are so disconnected though, Lucy. So we need to bring people back into their own bodies and help people come back into their own bodies, because a lot of people are like, I don't know how I'm feeling. Honestly, the amount of people that I work with, they don't know how they're feeling. So that's, I think, something we could help some people with, bringing themselves back into, you tune into that. How do we tune into that?
Yeah, that's nice.
But and just sending so much love, like sending
so much love. Like, there's so much love.
And reach out to us. If this resonates with you, if you're like feeling this and like, you know, wanting more, please reach out to us, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help. So.
We want to speak. We want to share. We want to just share the love. Share love, because it's there whenever you feel, oh, I've just got this coming to me. So I was having my eyelashes done actually at one point, and I must have needed a bit of a pick-me-up that day.
I love where your brain goes. We're like talking about the love and you're going, I get my eyelashes done one day.
It's relevant, I promise.
Love it. Go, let's feel it.
So I must have, I always like chat away to my eyelash lady, we're going there years. But this one time, I must have gone into a bit of a trance, and I must have needed it. And the song that was playing was Birdie, Keeping Your Head Up. Which I'd never really listened to before, but now I listen to it a lot, and it's like this is how I feel about angels and guides that are around me, that I never, and you don't have to be like massively witchy with this, like you really don't. It's more of you don't have to feel alone, or you don't have to feel like we said, they love you so much. So it's like, we're keeping your head up. Like until you're ready to, I can't remember the words now, but until you're ready to fly, until you're ready to go, that we're holding you up, we're keeping you up. It's like, it was really like,
that's beautiful. I'm going to listen to that. I've never heard it. I'm going to listen to that.
Good. I just said, it's just like this. We're holding you up. We're here for you, and that's what I feel like we want to do for our communities and
Yeah.
whatever we talk about. It's like you bring people in and you lift them with love. Like that is, there's always love there. Like if you just, you know, that I feel like that's quite powerful. Again, I've got like goosebumps,
Really
actually.
powerful. Loads of goosebumps. Like really, really
Bringing
powerful.
people, we want to bring people in with that. There is, you know, there is things going on in the world and that are not so nice, and or in your life and with other people. It's like we just want to share the love and spread the love and allow you to choose it. Love yourself so much that you're like, I don't deserve this thing, or love yourself so much that it's like, oh, I'm going to radiate that out to my kids.
Mm.
Like, mum, you know, mummy loves mummy, so you know, you're happy. You're, it's, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
everything. It's everything.
yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go because we'll talk forever.
Forever.
But yes, it's been amazing. Loved it. And
Lovely.
yeah, we
Share
love
the love,
you.
guys. Sending love to everyone, and we'll see you soon.